Okay. So, is there anything that anyone wants to do at the beginning?
Where were we? Where did we leave off last?
Want to do anything before we talk about qualification?
What do you mean?
Come again?
I'm asking my husband real quick.
We just defeated the ground dragons in the training grounds.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Finish that. So, have you not done anything since?
No.
I was last. Okay. No, we haven't. So, that's right, because I sent the picture of Thaddeus in the chat.
Oh, and
Thaddeus.
I'm sorry.
Just so you are aware, you are level 5.
I need to find my notes.
I wrote the experience number on it. That's what the 6,500 is. That equates to level 5.
Here it is.
The cool thing about this is that I gained extra attack, which means that I can miss twice as much per round instead of only once.
Me too!
Considering how bad my rolls have been since the start of the game.
I feel like I'm just gonna keep on championing it because I'm like, okay, everybody stay like 20 feet back and I'll just duel the thing.
Okay.
Although I do believe now that makes it so each one of my seals do 2d6 instead of 1d6. So now I can really stack damage on people.
When and if you hit.
Well, no, I can use a bonus action to put a seal on somebody, and then anytime they're hit, I can burn them.
I know.
And so,
Hey, Michaela, I think I messed up my notes.
What'd you do?
We're going after the pearl, right? Or are we going to the Echoing Caverns?
I was trying to find that before we started.
Because those are the two we were talking about. I remember that much. But my notes are fuzzy after that.
We were going in for the blade was last, right?
Yeah.
The fang was last.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blade was last.
Obtained the obsidian crown.
Yeah.
The two we were going to talk about was the Echoing Catacombs and the Black Pearl in the Sunken Spires.
You didn't specify a place yet.
No, because we were too busy talking about how we don't trust the wizard.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And I don't remember if we ever defined where we were going or not. I thought we had narrowed down some stuff, but my notes are not that specific.
From my notes, I don't think you specified.
No,
I don't think we did.
No, I don't.
We were talking about it, and then decided to take care of the ground dragons in the training grounds.
Yeah, because we wanted to get some more XP. Oh, I remember that.
Sorry.
My wife said that we might not have enough experience to take on our big problems.
Right.
And I don't remember if the people in the training grounds mentioned this, but you guys are welcome to use the training grounds whenever you like, and depending on your opponent. I don't know why I'm talking with my hands, because no one can see my hands, but depending on your opponent, I will let this level you up depending on what you fight. So if you feel like you want to keep training to get closer to something, you can.
They did mention we could do stuff. That second part I don't believe was mentioned. So thank you.
Well, I don't think they would have said that part, but I'm clarifying what I was trying to mean last time.
Understandable. Where's my cat?
I ate him.
No! I love my kitty. Leave my kitty out of this.
How many grams of
Leave him out of your stomach.
Okay.
Thaddeus we can fry, but
No.
I love how Jace gave. Okay, I think you guys gave an equal reaction, but Jace gave a more immediate, powerful response to the fictitious bird that we have in the game compared to your actual cat. But I think
where she's trying to get the birds. There's a bunch of. I think there's 2 birds nesting on our roof, if not in our attic. I'm right about. So my cat has been sitting at 2 very specific windows for the last few days.
I got you.
I do want to ask if any of you remember, did the wizard disappear? Because that's a thing that is floating in the back of my head.
I don't remember a lot of what happened. I think he said he was going to resolve a situation, but that there was people at the training grounds that were needing our help, or that had called for help from him to deal with the Drake. Unless I'm crazy.
No.
He was avoiding us that morning, but we had seen him, but we hadn't talked to him yet.
That's right.
And then the 2 people came running in asking for the wizard. Where's the wizard? Where's the wizard? Where's the wizard? And we were like, we don't know, maybe we can help.
I am not remembering anything about a wizard.
He's the guy who told you to, or he's the guy who brought you here when you had the flaming bow.
Do quests.
And who tried to kill our friend?
I thought it was the turtle guy.
Turtle guy?
No, that's from forever ago. That's like session 1. We're on session 3 or 4.
That's the petrified.
Session 4.
That's the petrified town. Is the turtle guy?
Yeah.
All of them
He may or may not be dead.
The guy that tried to blow you up when he teleported you is the guy we're talking about.
I remember that. I just don't remember him being a wizard.
I referred to him a lot as a librarian too.
Basically the same thing.
We saw him this morning when we woke up with you being blown up, but we haven't talked to him since.
Okay.
Okay. Then what are you guys going to do?
Michaela, feel free to intercede and cut down whatever I say, because your notes are probably better than mine.
My notes include the word the guy was like, hey, if you ever want to come back, say this word, and then the 4...
That was forever ago.
The 4 items. But
And in my defense, I'm pretty sure all of my stuff is lost. That's why Trevor sent me a whole new paper. So the only paper I have physically is Thaddeus' paper. And that's because Trevor physically handed it to me and I kept it in a box of Pokemon cards.
But
you know what? I think for it being a animal companion, that's a wonderful place to put it.
So your options basically are train. Do you want to go after the Heart of the Drowned King or the Veil of the Forgotten One?
Heart of the Drowned King, was that the Black Pearl?
Yeah.
The Black Pearl is the Drowned King, Echoing Catacombs is the other one.
I think that
neither of them sound good for a giant owl.
I say personally, let's go for the Drowned King, because that can kind of give us a basis. Like, okay, if we get the Black Pearl,
yes,
and then we come back and we're like on the brink of death, then we'll know. Okay, let's grind a little bit to get ourselves more prepared for the next thing, because we know that the sword is going to be like that's the hallmark. That's the big kahuna of this is going to be bad sort of situation.
Yes.
I have one point.
Go ahead.
I think we should do a practice round of how we fight. Because up to this point in time, my husband, you know what he's going to do. Because Sasha is going to point her finger, do like 2 things, and then hide. And you know...
Utility caster!
You know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get Melee, and I'm going to try to hit it. and maybe I might cast command. Those are my two options that I really honestly have. However, then we have our two mid-range, because we have a warlock that can do both, and we have a bloodcaster who can do both.
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys should maybe come up with a little bit more of a game plan, because we all know that Jace is not going to want to get in combat.
Mm-hmm.
So figuring out how well Jace does and like where to position him in battle is a really good idea. And I think him and Sasha should come up with a very similar plan so that they could stick their nose in the same spot and protect each other.
Okay. The thing is,
and get in the middle of it. And you two, I don't know what you guys are going to do, because the last two fights we've done are radically different.
I think with what I can do, it's better if I stay up with you, because I have the extra attack that's giving us an extra point. That's giving us an extra attack and extra point of damage on that.
Yeah.
It enables it so that you're targeting people to go on you.
Yeah.
I get benefits for more enemies around me.
Yeah.
But then also I can heal myself and I can heal someone else and give them temporary hit points. And so because I am a Herringon, I can quickly jump from short range to back range and use that healing in kind of the same turn, so I can be an emergency healer if Sasha goes down.
Yeah.
In a way. So because I'm more dexterous, I'm not necessarily a strength build, I'm a dexterous build.
Yeah.
I definitely am going to be doing...
Sorry.
I have the option to use a longbow, but at the same time, I would keep that for Jace if his bow, for whatever reason, breaks.
Yeah.
And the arrows, I can give him to that as well. Same as Sasha had the extra rapier for me.
Yeah.
During the fight with the golems. When I still feel sad about that water elemental. We boiled him alive. It was sad. And so I feel like I can be flexible in what I do because I can turn on a dime quickly. So my game plan...
You and me are going to stick together.
Yeah, I would think you and I stick together up in the front line.
That means Sasha and Jace are going to stick together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Michaela.
And then that means Braum is
fine with middle ground.
Mid ground.
Okay, so you're a wild card is what I'm hearing.
Pretty much.
Okay, because
what?
We haven't fought multiple enemies yet, and I think we'll be perfectly fine fighting multiple enemies. I don't think that's going to be a downfall with me taking the biggest, and then we go down from there with you two being midcasters / fighters. It's when we do big things, like freaking golem. We should probably have a game plan for big enemies like that. Because, I'm going to take the most hits. I plan on taking the most hits. I plan on getting in there into dueling. And that means that as Ven, I can make sure you don't go hit at all, and keep everybody in mid-range at that point.
Yeah, which means you would be the initiator.
Mm-hmm.
I'm follow-up.
Yeah.
Jace is follow-up from range because he can deal out that DPS at a further distance.
Mm-hmm.
Sasha, we have is the one to enable us to do the damage easier.
If me and my wife can initiate basically every single fight we do, we'll have much better of a chance practically every single time.
On the off chance that doesn't happen, though, for example, let's say either you or Sasha is gone.
Yeah.
And half of our initiation, our lockdown, you could say, is off the table.
Yeah.
Then what is our game plan. Because it's not going to be where do the rest of my things go? Right there. It's kind of a gamble with this because my wisdom is low, but I do have the Bane spell. So that can help kind of, if we're able to get that off on a few targets, then that can help us with getting to a position where we can set up the engage or where we can buy ourselves a little bit more time by possibly making their rolls bad.
Then why does Ray have it?
Because I'm not able to learn it.
But Braun, what? Go ahead.
No, go on.
Sasha did want to say one thing. Braum, Sasha cannot take counterspell.
Yeah, no. Only Lorebards can take counterspell.
Okay.
So, warning.
If you want counterspell, you should take it.
I don't remember.
Can warlocks?
They'll hear a gunshot.
Can take it. Most of them can, at least.
Warlocks, wizards, sorcerers, and knowledge-based clerics and lore-based.
It's a third level spell, though, so I'm not going to be able to have that for a second.
I understand that. We're just saying that Sasha isn't going to pull a critical roll here.
Right.
Do we have a holy hand grenade of counterspell or something like that?
I might.
They know.
Oh.
You would switch out one
Okay.
painting or about size.
I did not update my spells. I can take that now, actually.
Oh, wow.
Actually, wait.
You painted the duplicate in advance.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes, I
Yeah.
can.
That's what it looked like.
Cool. Well,
Okay.
you're the only one.
Give me a second. Let me look at some things.
I tried to keep it close at hand.
The books are behind you.
You think that's what...
Practice this out in the fighting range. That's the entire reason I brought this conversation up.
No, if we're going to do something, we should just go do it. There's no point in us training anymore.
What is everyone's passive perception?
Terrible. Actually, yeah, terrible. 13.
Trevor's gonna make us. Oh, Trevor, those 4 rolls that you never ended up using, can
They're
I
null and
use
void.
those this game?
No, they're null and void.
You try.
I don't have perception.
Well, I'm looking at yours, Jace.
Level
You say passive perception or perception?
from
Passive.
13 then.
Hey, bud. Hello.
Or hold on. No, hold on. That would be 14. My bad, not 13.
Come to spell. It's
A 13 or a 14, I mean.
Is the problem.
Yep.
Jace, what's your wisdom modifier?
Wisdom is +1.
So your
Sasha's
passive
got
is 11.
3 unlucky number. This is it. You got mama stare out. Go change the code before you get the fake in the face.
So, Jace and Sasha are highest?
No,
Again.
Jace was an 11.
So exactly. You're still.
Sasha's a 16.
Okay.
Never want to do this again.
Wait, 11.
Passive, though. Do you want me to roll?
No, you said passive.
Just passive. Because Jace, passive is 10 plus your wisdom modifier.
Oh.
So,
Unless you have some kind of precision in it.
yeah.
Which I do not. Sasha does not.
But
Sasha has whatever in it.
Dalton does hear someone come up behind the party. Has everyone made a decision on what you would like to do?
Stab you. Sorry.
That's
Sorry,
not an option.
Stab you. No, I mean stab you. No, I mean stab you. No, sorry, stab me back.
Stabbing is out of the question.
Well, you're no fun.
Poke you very brutally with an arrow.
That's...
High velocity.
I'm asking, have you decided on a place that you would like to go?
Water.
Both of them have water. One's a beach, one's at sea.
You make a good point.
Brum, do you have any thoughts about it? Based off of the descriptions of the items.
The one at sea, I'm assuming we'd have to go into water.
Well,
do we have any ways of making it so that we can breathe underwater?
So here's the thing. It's not underwater. It's on an island in the middle of the ocean, but you do have to... There is a little bit of area where you would have to be swimming for a minute. Because it's inside of an underwater cave on the island.
How's everyone's swimming capabilities?
Is this a bad time to mention I can't swim?
I think it's the perfect moment you mention that, actually.
Quick question. Doesn't that mean we have to go underwater anyway, even though it's on an island?
Well, yes, but it's a very brief swim. It's just the island has kind of flooded, like the cave entrance goes down and then comes back up.
Because something fire indicates otherwise.
It's... The sunken spire is, like, the landmass underneath the island. I don't presume that you would have to go actually to the spires itself. But I'm saying the sunken spires as like a landmark, just in case any of you are familiar with the area.
Any of us have any kind of way to roll for this?
Can I have a pencil?
You want to roll for it?
If anybody has a history for the area.
Oh. Yeah, if anyone is proficient in history or feels like they would...
No.
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 None of us know anything.
I will roll just...
I'm not even going to roll. My history sucks.
I know.
I'm the not
Natural
very
20.
smart person of the group.
It's a natural 20. I can bring it up right here.
You're joking, right?
No, I'm not joking. It's a natural 20. Look at this. Natural 20.
I see rainbow
The light.
I see.
I know an 8 is right next to the 20, so...
And a 2.
2 and an 8, yeah.
Natural 20.
Yeah. Okay, well...
I will be useless the rest of the game.
Something about islands.
Don't say that, Ash.
With your natural 20, you do know that the sunken spires are...
I've been around.
They are just a lot of... It's like a giant landmass that has sunken, obviously, and... The island he's talking about is like the central part of the spires.
Mm-hmm.
That there's a few large pillars kind of that grew and twisted together to make this island. And he's just saying that you're going to go in those pillars and down to an opening. And the opening just so happens to be like above water level, but there's still like water at the surface. I don't know if I'm describing it the best way, but let me see.
Pick up
So what I understand is, huh?
I'm picking up you. Yes, the bunny.
The rabbit. The bunny. Call me the Easter Bunny because I'm about to crack some eggs.
See how heavy you are.
How heavy
in comparison to diamonds.
I'm like maybe 110 pounds. With all my stuff, I'm maybe like 130.
Okay, so the 6'3" tiefling picks you up. I think I could swim with you. I don't think I had too much of a problem.
I'm just freaking yay. Or you hold me like a cat. My arms just like right here.
Yeah, it's more like a cat for sure.
I did not give you. You do not have clearance to pick me up like this. I may be a rabbit, but I have a dignity level that is admirable among some people.
There is no dignity.
I do apologize. I'm going to set it back down.
Thank you.
This is kind of how the cave looks that you are going to.
Okay. Got it. This is what I was thinking a little bit of, but now that you have the picture, okay. Sunken Spires it is.
Oh, that's going to be a
get our feet wet.
But to fight in.
Fear not.
There is going to be... There will be, like, more dry areas. This is just, like, an idea of what to look at.
Okay.
Still, not the most ideal of ground.
Yes.
But
I think that was the plan.
You said you wanted to train. Let's see what we can do here.
So we're going after a pearl. Do we have a size description and color of the pearl?
It's a black pearl. And size-wise,
big.
I'd want to say it's about the size of like a golf ball.
Okay.
I was about to say, it's like if that thing is the size of an F-150.
It's the size of a Titanic.
Yes.
The black description is black, but does that mean like a black pearl itself, or that it is depthless?
The color is black.
Okay.
But it also, if I remember right, it like has a blue shine to it. It like pulses blue.
Okay, so it is not something that can suck your soul in black.
No, I'm pretty sure that's not accurate.
Only one way to find out.
If anyone's soul gets sucked out, I do truly apologize.
Sounds very convenient for you.
Hey, Bum. Your magic's weird. Maybe you can attract it.
I can certainly try.
All right, made our decision, everyone?
I think so. Have we just ended the fight? Are we like completely unprepared?
No, I'll say you guys had a long rest in between.
You ready?
Wunderbar.
Perfect.
My wife is ready.
Okay,
I'm ready.
The Sunken Spires, you go!
Oh,
and he claps.
Thaddeus. Away!
He claps, and you guys are at the edge of the island.
You didn't tell us
don't eat it.
The good words, the safe word.
No, you really don't.
You can assume that it would be the same word.
I don't remember anything.
I remember it. But I have to roll a history check to remember it again. And I already wasted the natural 20 on it.
I'm a tiefling that is not very smart.
Yeah.
and just fly by the seat of my pants.
Everyone,
Or your bird's pants.
Corinne, Jace, and Ash, who's Jason Trevor's cousin.
What is it?
Talk to
Taste.
Yes, we have 2 tieflings in our group. What color are you, Jace?
Purple, I think.
Yeah, you were purple.
It's like his brain twinkle, but it's in
I tried to put a lot of salt in there.
But
Am I gonna change
you guys see in front of you a very clear trail, but you also see to the side of the trail some like a path that's more like hidden.
No. You just pretty much need to.
It's more so like, do you want to be out in the open or do you want to kind of stay hidden? Because they both lead the same way.
I'm guessing hidden is more of our style.
I'll look at it.
Except for me.
It's more a hid and run.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So which path are you going to take?
Go like that.
Is it cooked all the way?
Hidden?
Hiding.
Okay.
Hiding.
Hidden.
It's not like slime.
Hidden.
If we go hidden, you can protect me better.
With it being hidden, it is more narrow, so it's more of a one after the other.
That's true.
So what is the marching order that you guys will take?
I would say
Be in the middle.
Yeah, I'm going to sit in the very middle. Like as middle can be.
So my guess is me, Sven, Kasha.
well,
Zaraya.
what I was thinking was let's have our long and mid range in the middle. You take up the front, I'll take up the rear.
Oh, not mine.
So then that means if we get in,
A girl in a song.
from
I can go in the middle, or I was thinking I cannot be surprised, so the back of the line could also work for me.
Did you take alert?
Maybe.
Ooh.
People don't really think much of it until you break out.
I think it would be safest for me to be in the middle.
You and Sasha would be in the middle for sure.
I don't know if you saw the bottom of that pan.
I'm gonna be in the front.
So I started picking potatoes.
Rom, if you want to take up,
Potatoes.
I can take up the rear,
All right.
and you can be between me and Jace.
Works for me.
So me, Sasha, Jace,
There was a kid in.
Rom, Sven.
Yes.
Switch me and Jace. I need to be in the middle. I have a lot of AoE stuff.
That's
So if I'm in the center, I can hit all of you with all my AoE stuff because all my AoE stuff is not damaging AoE stuff. I think I have. Let me look because I have 1, 2 damaging spells. The reason being is because I took some more support-based spells with my level 3 stuff. Since I can cast 2 level 3 spells. Well, I'm going to cast one of them as we're walking. So Sasha pipes up as we're kind of walking to wherever we're going and says, "Now listen here, y'all. I know we're a ragtag bunch, but you know, we'll be able to do whatever we put our minds to. We'll be able to do whatever we put our minds to. And with the strength of my husband and the strength of the wee one in the back, we should be able to fight off whatever comes our way. I mean,
I got a 12 in strength.
we're adventurers at this point. We fought off giant statues. We fought off mini dragon thingies.
Don't forget the basilisk.
We fought off a basilisk and won. Not many can claim that they've done that. We've done many things that most veteran adventurers would gawk at. So in this light, I will be casting motivational speech.
Okay.
Motivational speech makes it so that everyone, including myself, because it's up to 5 creatures.
I need the crown specifics again.
My wife needs the crown specifics, but all 5 of us will have 5 temporary hit points, advantage on wisdom saving throws, and advantage on your first attack roll while the spell is active.
Sweet.
Very nice, very nice. Give a little round of applause.
Yeah.
You said advantage on the first attack roll?
Yep.
For the duration.
Yeah.
What if we start combat right as the spell ends? That'd be really unfortunate.
The duration is 8 hours.
Then we better get moving.
No, 8 hours is a long time. I doubt we're going to take up a full 8 hours.
Oh, you never know.
We better get moving. We better get moving.
But
season finales Wednesday on NBC and VR.
Okay. So are you all off on the
Yeah.
path with that motivational speech that Sasha
you
just gave?
This one, I'm all about it. I really prefer back what we got.
Yeah, I think we're... I'm doing this as we're walking because it just takes verbal components.
Yeah.
Walkity, 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 walkity.
So as we're walking there, I'm kind of saying this to everyone, being like, we got this. I don't think that we have any problem.
Can I get texted the crown details? I have lost them.
Oh, yeah.
Are we just walking or are we being
Stealthy.
stealthy?
I have disadvantage on stealth.
I don't think we should stealth just for the sake of getting there faster.
Yeah.
Once we're like near where we need to be, then we should start stealthing. But like right now,
2 different people.
Sasha's not too
Good
worried.
idea.
Have a good afternoon with the other.
Well,
But if they're
Okay.
fresh,
stealthing adds time to our travel, so
That is true.
because he's had
I'm gonna hum that exact same tune Jace was doing along with him as we're marching. As we're walking.
Okay, and after a
I know he doesn't like me.
little bit of the trail, you guys hear some rustling off onto the east in the bushes.
How far away?
7 requests.
Like 20 feet. It's fairly close.
I've been a teacher of theater. I'm sure that's where it comes from because the last
With my 16 passive, do I get anything besides the rustling?
and,
No. You just hear the rustling.
if it's
Can I roll now that I'm paying attention to it to see if there's
I would also
I can
like
get a
to
little bit
roll.
more than just rustle of leaves. That might just be the wind.
girls, you can't separate them.
Yeah, you can roll.
Trevor? Okay.
So who's Jennifer Ewing?
I don't think I hear anything
She's a
or see
third
anything
grade
else
teacher at our school.
with the 12.
4th, 3rd grade. So
24.
they had to alleviate one.
This is why we leave these things up to you.
You see just a normal human-looking person
We
with a
kill
box on his back.
it.
With what on his back?
A box.
Blocks.
Box. B-O-X.
Box.
What type of box? Like a wooden box? A
Yeah,
metal
wooden box. Have you seen Demon Slayer?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It's Nezuko's backpack kind of thing.
Gotcha. So it's meant to carry something,
Yeah.
but keep it safe in case of bangs and whatnot.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is
They
that
hostile with my 24 passive perception? Or are they just kind of hiding?
He's not hostile. He just seems a little stuck on his back.
Sorry, bro. See you later. I am
So what
not
you're saying-
going to tell them anything is there.
What you're saying is that a golf ball sized pearl could fit inside this box.
Yes.
Might
He's
be worth a
already
look. We could save
got
ourselves a lot of
the
trouble.
He's already got the pearl.
Hey,
And
no, wait,
it's
come back, please, help me.
Inventory.
I just
It's two.
He means harm.
What did you say?
are
He's dangerous. He means us harm.
So while he's on his back, let's stab him.
Well, I'm pointing him out to you guys for the first time.
Okay.
So I'm telling you he's dangerous and he means us harm.
the only reason we're above 50.
Can we see him now?
Yeah, he is pretty much in the open because Dalton moved the leaves around.
And my own wife.
No, I want him dead because I want whatever's in his backpack.
Killing me won't get you what's in my backpack. It's got an enchanted lock.
Shush you! I didn't say that out loud.
Can I make a insight check to what Sasha's doing?
You did not roll high enough.
So I'm guessing.
I could still try.
Yeah, okay.
And she said to me, how was it having
I was looking at my wife's roll.
ESL kids spread out? And I said,
Insight does a unnatural 20 work.
No.
Okay.
My deception roll was over 25.
Okay.
or 5.
So I have just told everyone that this man means us harm, and I want him dead.
I'm gonna get my rapier out.
Hey, if you
and
said
I'm
that
gonna
out
cock it
loud,
like a-
he's
like a
still
12
saying
gauge.
what he said. He's like, if you kill me, you can't get in my bag. Or my box. It's got an enchanted
Well,
lock.
I just told my peeps that he means us harm.
And she said,
No,
So if
you
I
already
kill
said that.
him-
You said you want him dead, so...
I did not say that out loud. I am not using my voice. My voice is how you tell if I'm saying things out loud or not.
we're never going to be mad at you.
I'm not using Sasha's voice. Sasha said, "Look out! He means us harm," and that's about it.
Because I suppose that
I'm gonna pull my rapier out. I'm gonna cock it like a 12 gauge shotgun.
but anyway,
I'm
Is it
going
still
to pull out
straight
my
and narrow?
hacked weapon.
No, it's kind of opening up a little bit to answer your question, Corinne.
Okay. I'm gonna get into defensive position, trying to get my wife to the back and Sven back up to the front.
Please! I don't mean harm!
I'm gonna kind of hop over Sasha. Just ding as she moves to the back.
Would you please just help a guy up?
Kill him! Todd put something in his belt. He means us harm. It was probably a dagger.
Who put
Stab you
something in my
close.
I'm not gonna get
You're
close.
scared of a dagger from this guy who can't get
Have
off
you
his
seen
back
the
like a
size of
turtle.
me? Have you seen the size of me?
Hey, it's might as well a sword for you. Good point. Good point.
This sounds like a job for me, the nincompoop of the team.
Yeah, I'm not getting any closer, but I'm also not letting anybody get closer to us.
I am literally stuck.
Can I walk up to him and try to help him?
I'm not gonna let you.
Because I've told everyone that he means us harm.
I'll let you shoot him with your bow or do something with your bow because you're the long range. So I'm waiting for the long range to do something about it. And you try to get closer, I'm gonna be like, no.
This plot point needs to die.
Murder hobo.
You have done it enough to me. It's my turn.
When have I ever done this to you?
Jace,
Yeah,
are you gonna try to get past me?
I am.
Okay, roll.
Can I use the help action?
What one am I rolling?
Strength.
Strength.
Is that 10 or 17?
17. So do I use a 20, right?
Yeah.
12.
Plus 7. Oh.
Did you add your strength,
Beat
Jade?
you by 1 with a 13.
The plus to my strength?
Yeah.
It's plus 3, so it's 15.
Oh, never mind.
She gets
wins.
past me.
Yep.
I am.
Zariah gets passed.
No!
I helped the poor human thing with a box stuck to him.
It's not
Get
stuck to
back
him.
here!
He just can't take it off. The backpack.
I'm gonna shove you behind me and put my shield up.
As you help him, you're just gonna help him help the dude up because like he grabs hold of his hand and you throw him on you and it just lifts him up.
No, just like a little bit. Like, push him back.
I want to help him.
No,
You
I'm
have
gonna
the
say
guy grab your
Zariah
shield and
helps.
Jace grabs.
Zariah helps the guy up with the help of Corinne pulling Zariah back.
Grimm's no. I'm gonna give him a bit of a head bump with my shield.
And the guy's just gonna be like, thank you so much, my tiefling friend. Okay,
I get in front of her so he can't even see her.
that's too late. I already saw her.
No, as in she's imposing herself in between the two of them.
Yes,
So
but
he's gonna go tiefling friend, look at her at like 5'6", and then immediately look up at 6'3". Be like,
Oh no.
well,
what do you want?
I'm just a salesman. I fell.
Man, what is wrong with you?
What do you mean? What is wrong with me?
Insight.
I would also like to roll an insight.
Please.
He's gonna let you.
Finally, a good roll. Jeez. That is a 24.
19.
He's a salesman. He means no
Oh.
harm.
Now I really want him dead.
Gosh.
Moran's out in the middle of nowhere on an island. What's wrong with him?
Remember,
I just
every
found Corinne and was like, oh, please.
every
Out
uncooperative
here.
salesman is just XP waiting to be gained.
Exactly.
It could be like the salesman people from Resident Evil or anything of the like.
My
Just
turn.
popping up out of nowhere.
My turn. What are you doing out here? Are you lost?
No. I'm here because
You look lost.
I was sent here at the same time as you guys, you nincompoops.
Why? Why would we need you?
We're
Health potions.
I don't need help. We don't need that.
You got
Water
two
breathing.
Us.
What? I'm very confuzzled.
Where are you? Are you still at the back of the? Are you still at the back of the group screaming?
Kind of.
Good. As long as you don't get close, my husband's not gonna. The husband's not gonna do anything.
Wait, you sell health potions, and that's it.
And things to help you breathe underwater.
That sounds suspicious.
I can make us breathe underwater.
But why didn't you say that during our meeting?
Because I just learned how.
Did you take that this morning?
Yeah. I literally just learned how. I was trying to remember the ditty that one wizard, quotation marks heavily on wizard, taught me. I mean, honestly, none of you really ever ask me any questions.
I don't need to.
It's because you're always talking. You don't give us time to ask questions.
Well, then you should ask questions.
Can I explain
All right.
myself?
I'm not the question asking type of person, okay?
Mister,
All right.
Mister, what's your name?
I'll only ask questions when it really counts.
My
Mr.
name
what's
is
your name?
Ridley.
How much are them?
Ridley.
Have we met him before?
No.
Okay. Mr. Ridley, are your prices fair, or are you going to totally and utterly conundrum us like every salesman? Because I'm not going to deal with you if that's the case. You can go back to wherever you are.
I'm right here, but
We'll push you back on your back.
no.
I can give that enough, maybe.
If I'm gonna be honest with you, like when I said salesman, I'm a salesman. That is my profession. Right now, what I am doing is basically making a delivery. The librarian forgot to give you some stuff, so he sent me here.
Oh, that old coot. All right, deliver your wares and be on your way, please, so that we don't have to worry about keeping you alive.
I'm
Done for
keeping
you!
Sasha.
Because I almost got you killed.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep her behind me and not let anybody get near him. I'm still being defensive, and I will hold up my hands. Pass.
He's going to ignore you and give it to the three that didn't. Like,
I'm gonna hit him with my shield if he gets any closer.
he goes the long way and
Attack.
hands. He actually just goes past you, not even caring. Gives
I hit him with
Zariah
my shield.
a health potion and water breathing. He gives Brahm one, and he gives Sven one. And he's going to be like, and for you two. And he's just going to drop it in the corner in the bushes. He's like, over there.
One of each, Trevor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it a normal HP potion?
Yeah, it's just
At
regular.
this point, Trevor,
Okay.
I'm going to say, I'm sorry, friend. I believe we got off on the wrong foot.
Right as I bonk him in the head with a shield.
I will cast shield so that her attack misses.
Honestly, why were you so against me? I was stuck on my back.
It's my wife.
I know why you're here. You could be an assassin for all we know. We're doing very important work.
Don't touch my wife.
But besides the point,
I don't have any
am
desires
so
with your wife.
Don't touch my wife.
I said I don't
Be
have any
quiet.
desires.
Don't touch him.
Be quiet.
Don't touch him.
I apologize for our rude behavior. I do believe we got off on the
It
wrong
was
foot.
just
The
you!
other- Me?
You were the one who told everyone that I was here to kill you.
Well, as far as I knew, you were.
Says the guy who was completely immobile on my back.
Trevor, by the way, during this time, I am casting Calm Emotions and Friends, as well as,
There goes your spells.
no, those are both first level, meh. As well as using my bardic feature for being a College of Eloquence.
Silver tongue.
And I would like to persuade him to be our friend and not be hostile towards
He's not
me and my
hostile,
wife.
he's
Though
just...
it's entirely my fault. So I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw. A wisdom saving throw.
I believe it's charisma.
And a
for friends.
charisma saving throw. 2 are wisdom. one
And
is
then I would like to roll a persuasion to try and make him a little more amenable.
Okay.
Ben,
Just to take pictures of
I did not put
there,
the
take
things back
video,
in.
see if
I don't think you can hear me.
Who, what?
No.
Trevor,
Yeah,
are you rolling the thing?
I'm rolling.
Okay.
Hey, Brum,
Yes.
Favor, would you go grab that?
Huh?
If you're so kind, would you grab us our potions as well?
I'm not letting him near my wife still, but I'm gonna ask you to go grab him so I don't have to move away from Sasha.
He's fine, darling. He's fine. He doesn't mean us any harm. Leave him alone.
I'm suspicious of you. Both.
Well, leave him alone.
No.
Well, with one hand still on my packed weapon because I don't know what the situation is going to turn into, I go over and pick up the potions and hand them to Grimvale.
Thank you.
Ooh,
Trevor,
yeah,
what did you? Oh, you're still rolling.
yeah. My d20s were stuck in the tower.
Ah,
So wisdom is a 9.
so he calms down immediately
Yeah,
as his emotions are calmed.
and then a
Then a
6.
saving throw for friends.
A 6.
So he fails that as well.
And then a
So I have-
13 on the. Or wait, no, not 13. It's a 16 on charisma.
16.
Yeah.
He still fails. So with that, he is under the effects of friends and calmed emotions. And I am persuading him that we are friends. I did not mean any harm to him in the way that he might be thinking. I was simply protecting us and from any would-be assassins, because we don't know who might be our enemy out here. And he didn't really travel with us. So he can blame the wizard when he gets back.
He will. He'll have some words to talk to the wizard about.
And my persuasion for future amenable conversation with him is a total is a natural 20 because I get advantage because of friends for a total of 29.
Okay. He's just gonna be like, next time if you see someone helplessly laying on their back because they've got a giant box tied to their back, help a guy up.
I understand. I do apologize. Maybe when we get back, I'll buy some of your wares, and we can be on better standings. How's that sound?
Fine.
Now, you should get out of here, because we are about to start some dangerous business, and I do not believe you want to stay around for that.
Oh no, I don't. And he's just gonna be like, bubblegum, and he's gonna disappear.
Do I hear you say
No. All right. So I do apologize, everyone. That was quite the conundrum. Let us be on our way.
Okay. And you come to the opening where you see just a clear body of water, and you can see down at the bottom, it's like 20 feet down, this entrance to the cave.
To cast water breathing on anyone, so let's go.
Synchronized swimming, everybody. Do a full dive in at the same time.
So the one who said he can't swim.
I'm watching
There's a first time for everything.
I'm watching Sven closely, so I'm puppy guarding Sven.
Can I jump as high as I can so that I can just careen down into the water?
Freaking Jar Jar Binks style.
Yes.
I'm gonna try and I have my rapier up. I'm gonna try and jump and dive down into the water.
Wait, what is your max? What is your max jump height?
Oh,
He gets an additional 10 feet on standing. So
yeah, on standing. But I can, if I use my rabbit hop, then I get, it's my jump height, then 5 times my proficiency, so that's an extra 15 feet.
So your max jump height is 15 with rabbit hop?
Yes.
10:30.
And so I can try and jump up and dive down into the water, rapier first.
Yeah.
I presume an acrobatics check is needed.
I'm gonna
no
have
idea.
it be a special acrobatics check.
Roll a special acrobatics.
Yes, roll a d20, but then roll a d12.
No.
Take a
Okay.
skirt.
You can try and make it to freeze side or whatever it is.
Okay,
Let's
the
see how
D20.
that work.
Do I add anything to the D20 or no?
Just your regular acrobatics.
Well,
No,
the
weird.
message during work today it was like, "Can you work this?" And I didn't say anything because I was working.
Mhm.
Okay,
So I said,
Trevor, I got a 9
after
for
work.
acrobatics. I had a little too much chutzpah. I forgot to align myself properly.
Okay.
But I rolled a 12 on the D12.
But they messaged
Okay, so
like 10 minutes
your
before I got
jump
off work.
isn't the
You're
most
actually scheduled.
eloquent, but you
Mhm.
did manage to jump a full 12 feet into the air and do a dive.
That was good.
Head
to death
first.
on.
Perfect. Rapier first into the water.
Yes.
I realize that I'm about to belly flop, so I just like tuck my my rapier down by my feet. I'm gonna go down like this in the water.
Okay. Who follows the rabbit that just belly flopped? Okay.
And it's only like an
I just
Grimlock,
kind of walk
Nick.
into the water as I'm drinking my potion of water breathing.
Holy crap!
So
Uh,
And Ash, did you drink the potion?
anyway.
I forgot.
I'm going, whoa!
So Ash is diving, holding his breath.
You said it was 20 feet down. How bad could it be?
Does anyone? Yeah, that's 20 feet down to the bottom, but you still have to go up back to the surface. Hopefully, there's an air pocket on the tunnel.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Grandma always asks.
We might need to all take a shot of water breathe juice on the way back. That's why I'm saving mine.
It's on the plan.
Yeah.
It's on the plan.
Okay, Jace, do you dive in?
Yeah.
Sven, you're
Did
being
you take
held
the
on
potion?
to as you take your potion as I'm like trying to
I
write
take
you.
my potion.
Okay.
When I'm in the
Glug,
water.
glug, glug, glug,
Yeah, while
glug.
you're in the water, I have followed your. I see you jump, and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa.
You see me careen 12 feet up into the air and then come straight down into the water. Nice.
And I'm now acting like the dad of the party that's coming up with the 2-year-old little boy that's like, ah.
As I jump, I go hippie-ki-yay, mother trucker.
How that brings up a question in my mind. How far out can you jump, Corinne? Can you reach him?
No, I'm gonna be late.
Okay.
Technically, since I was in the middle of drinking my potion and then saw the mischievous child go off.
Oh, there's some text.
You see my feet on the ground when you have the potion up. You knock the potion back, and as soon as you bring down, you see me
You're like,
just
oh,
about to get
yeah,
out of the
like-
water.
Like I said, I am literally the party dad that sees like kid go off, and I'm like, ah! Finn, how old is your character?
That's a good freaking question.
Not old enough.
Would I count how many years I've lived, or how many years I might have left?
Left.
Depending on what happens.
If you're 17 with 60 years, you're considered an adult.
Sorry.
Okay.
I think I'm like 23 or 22.
Okay. I'm 40. I'm 47, I think. 47 or 48. So, anybody remember how old this chickie is?
I got 152.
No, she's
Well,
in her
like-
50s.
50. I was gonna say 50s.
I'm 50. I haven't told any of you my exact age.
She said 50s to
I did
Mom.
send Trevor my backstory, I'm pretty sure, though.
I think Corinne sent me something.
I know I think so as well, but
I know I sent you something.
They entered the DNA.
You might have. I just don't remember. It was a
My
lot.
backstory is
Oh.
easy.
No.
I finally got around to it. Woo!
Woo!
Oh, yeah, you
Finally.
did. I just exposed a brief blimp of your backstory to the recording.
Wow.
Okay, so
Now
is
people
everyone in the water?
Be able to read my backstory, Trevor. Thanks.
What?
I said now people are going to be able to pause the recording and be able to read my backstory. Thanks.
You're welcome. It was only on the screen for about like 2 seconds.
That's all I need.
It like didn't even load fully.
No. Okay.
But has everyone taken their potion except for the rabbit who is going to be force fed when Grimlock catches up?
Yes.
In like 5 seconds when I get there.
Yeah, no, I just like as people are like diving in and having fun, I just do the whole pop the cork, put it in my mouth, start drinking, and just walk into the water and slowly sink to the bottom.
That was kind of what I was thinking I would do too, actually.
Both of you guys pop the cork, create the vortex, put into it, drink it down.
Well,
So
no,
it just
Sasha, like,
siphons it.
savors the aromas and everything of the potion.
No, Brom would definitely be doing
He's probably do the swirl and kick it up. Nice.
As we both just kind of leisurely walk into the water and everyone else is splashing around.
Jace, do you give a sip of it to Thaddeus?
Oh, wait, I forgot about Thaddeus.
Do you
Thaddeus
just put a
did
hand
not
on
come.
his face and just dive straight in?
Thaddeus. Trevor said Thaddeus isn't here.
Okay.
He's taking a nap.
He's making his way over. By the time we need to go back, he'll arrive.
He's taking a long needed nap after fighting the dragons.
Yes.
He's doing 14 reps of a big steppy.
Yes. Getting his steps in, going back and forth from the printer.
Okay.
That's not printing anything. That's a joke from school. The head teacher in my classroom keeps printing things, and then she sends me to go get them, and then I have to come back like it didn't print. And so she prints it again, and then I go back, and then I come back, it didn't print.
2 days from now, it's going to print 170.
We come back over the weekend,
happened.
the printer's just overflowing with papers.
It's happened. She's printed off a lot of papers, and then we come back the next day, and the printer's just full of papers, and we're like, well... And it's only if she signed into the computer. If I signed into the computer, printer works fine.
Okay. I want everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
I knew it. We're being poisoned.
The guy was tricking us. See, my intuition
Is that a one?
What? Dalton?
I got a 4.
I have to
You were
roll
the
low
suspicious
sometimes.
one. No, you were the suspicious one. You should have tested it.
I got a 4 plus 3,
It's okay.
so I
I
got
didn't do
7.
any better. I rolled a 2 plus
Excuse
4.
Am
I
I
got
the only
19.
Oh, Spence and I are fine then.
I got 7.
I got a 17. 18. I got an 18.
Look at the highest. I think.
I'm below 10. So
Jace? What
He
did
got
you
a
get?
7.
Oh, jeez.
So
I got
So,
Am I-
Dalton, I wanna do high or low.
Oh no.
Yep.
Low.
Yep.
low.
you
Get
were the
wrecked.
one that introduced us to that.
I know.
Get wrecked.
You said low?
Yeah.
You're so lucky.
Yes! That means it was single digit.
I got a 10.
Yes! It was almost single digit.
Oh,
So
wait.
what was
No. That's a 100.
Why?
You rolled a hundo?
3 zeros is 100, Trevor.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Yeah. I was looking at the dice the wrong way because this one's kind of clear.
You're good. 3 zeros is a hundo.
Yeah.
3 zeros?
Yeah.
So the D10 doesn't have a 10. It's got a 0. And then
Which is 10.
Yeah. And then the other one is all the 10s, but instead of 100, it's 2 zeros.
Oh, so you use both of these at the same time?
Yeah.
Yes, to roll a percentile.
From different people.
So you roll them together, and you can get anywhere from 1, which is a 1 and 2 zeros, or you can get 100, which is 3 zeros.
I'm gonna be right back real quick. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
So what was
I'm gonna die real fast, that's all.
what was the throw for? Or the roll for?
So I rolled a natural 1, and I introduced these peeps to a style of critical failure called varied critical failure.
So you can critical fail normally, or you can epically critical fail.
So you call high or low, and based on how close to whatever you call I roll, is how badly you failed. So if I roll right on, you call high, I roll 100, you didn't fail that bad. You miss, you may like you won't hit one of your allies or anything, right? But if you call high and I roll like a 10, there's a huge differential there, and so you could break your weapon, it could get lodged in something, so it may take you a turn to try and get it out.
You could end up shooting your foot.
Allies.
Well, no, what I was meaning is like, why were we rolling? Like, what was the potion bad?
Saving throw.
Oh, he's asking why you rolled a con. Why did I roll a nat 1 tonight?
Yeah.
1 second.
There. There.
It was the wrong liquid. It was potion for lava breathing.
Oh, you son of a biscuit. I hate this wizard. I want to kill him.
It was a straight up vial of wyvern poison.
Sit like this.
We were only given half of it. Like, we got the lava breathing, but we're not fireproof.
Wrong potions, wrong days. I'm going to kill the wizard when we get back.
So,
We can breathe in the lava, but we instantly die. We just get incinerated.
Taylor, you want to know what's real cool?
What?
So I'm a black tiefling, right?
Uh-huh.
I still take all the red qualifications,
Nice.
and I'm wearing fire-resistant armor.
Nice.
Okay, so she only half dies.
who all
The rest of us.
Quarter.
who sees Sasha right now?
I would, because we walked in together.
I probably am still dealing with Braum as he's struggling. I mean,
Brom or
not Braum, Sven.
Okay.
Sven is drowning. And I'm making
I got it 19.
Yeah, but you haven't taken the water breathing potion, have you yet?
I can hold my breath. Maybe.
He's got the lungs of a whale.
Wait, I'm shorter than the rest of you, so I take a breath in first and start drowning.
I'm trying to get Braum to the surface
what
so he can
happens?
drink a
What
potion.
happens?
So,
I'm like, get to the surface, kid, so you can drink your freaking potion.
nobody got poisoned. The 3 who got below a 10, you all started you all have gills.
Wait, that means we can't breathe out of the water.
That's a problem you'll have to come to later.
Oh, it's for 24 hours.
Yeah, how long does the potion last?
All of my spell slots just to have usable party members?
The potion lasts for an hour.
I was gonna say
Normal water breathing is 24.
Potions don't normally last as long as the spells, so
It's just Or do you want gills, or do you want me to roll a d8 for this?
What?
I have two possible. I have either one.
I will put that to you, Trevor, for Brom.
Dolan, do you have a preference? Do you want gills, or do you want something different?
I can deal with gills.
Okay. Jace, do you want gills, or do you want...
It might be hard for me to shoot a bow underwater. But, also I'm not that smart. I will take the fish face.
Okay. Okay, so...
Anyway?
Did you roll gills?
No. It's kind of worse.
That would have been funny. Okay.
You just can't, Michaela, you just can't breathe air until the potion wears off.
That's okay.
Dalton and Jace just have gills until the potion wears off.
Isn't that the same thing? We can't breathe.
No, because we still have lungs that can process air. We just also now have gills that can process water.
Except for Brom, who just has gills now.
Non-gills. They're non-visible gills.
His chest just collapses as his lungs disappear.
No, there's just
I probably won't notice anything until I try to stand out of
the water.
Yeah.
Do the spaces between all your rib cages just open up into gills? And now that's the filter.
I have a question.
Yes?
Ash, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you take my prompting of trying to get to the surface so you can breathe your potion? Or are you fighting me?
Trevor, you said that it was about 20 feet down.
Yes. And then some, because you kind of have to swim back up.
The rules with breathing, not with breathing, but with holding your breath, is how...
So it's 1 minute, and then you have a minute per your con modifier.
So I got 3 minutes.
Sounds like you should probably try and catch your breath.
I'll catch my breath when we reach the opening.
We get to the opening and he's just like a shriveled up blue rabbit head.
Trying to get you to the surface and tell you to drink your potion.
The pressure has made my ears retract into my head.
I will tell you, you roughly have, like, from where you are, you have, like, 6 minutes of swimming left.
Fine, I'll swim up to the surface and drink my dang potion, you killjoy. Thank you for your concern.
I wanted you to say there was 3 minutes and 15 seconds before we can get out of the water, so he risks it, and that's where he just like...
The pressure just compresses everything.
Okay,
my rapier goes like paper thin.
You find an air pocket in the tunnel where you can drink the potion.
Well, couldn't I just catch my breath?
If you want.
I'll save my potion, I'll catch my breath, and that means it restarts my 3 minutes.
Okay. I don't know what your deal is with taking a potion, but
It's saving it for later. We might need it.
He doesn't want to turn into a fish, so.
Do you know how I could have those gills appear in my ears? You know how awkward that's gonna be.
Sasha does have a spell. If she saves a spell slot and we still need it later, it'll be fine.
Okay.
okay. So those next 6 minutes pass. There's a rabbit who's grasping for air that breaches the surface.
Yes!
I just cough.
Yes! I did it!
Does
While you're
everyone
gasping for air, as soon as I come out,
gasping because of air?
It's flopping like a fish on
immediate head back in the water.
Okay. And Zariah, Grimlock, Sasha, what do you guys do?
Just walking on the bottom. Like, I'm not actually trying to swim. I'm just walking along the bottom as I have, like, filled my pockets with pebbles.
Okay.
And I'm just going to walk along the bottom to the other end where we're supposed to be going.
Oh, we're at that part. I was just saying we skip
We're all
it.
getting out of the water. Brum just tried to dive from air.
So I am now emptying my pockets of pebbles.
Each pebble you let go, you start floating up a little bit more.
I'm just watching. Yeah, I'm just watching my wife. Like, I'm like half in and out of the water, watching my wife go.
And it's like right before Sasha, right before your character comes up, you just go like this. So you rise out of the water, all majestic,
and walk onto shore. And I feel something on the side of my neck undulating at this point, and I feel at it. Oh! I swear, if the wizard is the one, I swear, if the wizard is the one that brewed these potions.
As you see Brom with his head in the water.
You're like an ostrich in the water. You're like an ostrich. You put your head in the water.
Exactly.
Wait, I have an idea. Grimlock.
Yep.
Do you have a helmet, right?
Yes.
Can it double as a bucket?
It's a bucket.
Kind of.
Could we fill the helmet up with water and just guide Brom as he's walking with his head down in the bucket?
Grecian looking helmet, but okay.
It could work. Maybe.
My dear wife, any assistance by any chance?
No, I didn't take the ditty that gets rid of stupid magical effects.
Trevor,
Yeah.
while they're trying to figure out what to do with Brom, since we're in the spires now, I'm gonna use one of my Eldritch Invocations to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
Trying to think.
Trevor.
Yes.
I would like to try something.
Okay.
I would like to know. Actually, I'm just going to do this. Would you mind pumping 5 points into him from your pool of whatever you have?
Oh, yes.
See if it might be acting kind of like a poison, and see if we can make the effect go away that way.
If it's considered a curse, I could do it.
Maybe a curse or a poison.
Sure. Okay. I'm going up to Brom.
It's worth a try.
You lay on hands on it. See if it won't be a greater restoration, it's a lower restoration.
Yeah, it's just 5 points of her pool of healing that she has.
I tentatively take a breath of air.
You take water into the gills and then
Yeah.
Like shoots out.
One second.
Can I? You're good.
Because I'm assuming that these are like half-cocked potions, and so are therefore possibly a poison and not technically a potion?
hopefully it's acting more like a curse.
Or a curse. Yeah, either or. Because
If Braum believes hard enough that this is a curse to him, then I'll... Okay, never mind.
It's how the effect is on Braum's body.
Yeah.
I will say that it does work. So
Cool.
he can now breathe air again,
Yay!
Cool. How does
but only for the next 45 minutes.
what?
Just kidding.
It's gonna have this weird revert.
Okay, so you all are now standing upright, looking at Ubram in the cave, and you see on a spire in the center of a large pool of water is what you would assume to be the Black Pearl.
The precious.
No, it's mine.
Now, this worries me slightly. The last time we at least had some type of slugs to deal with on our way to the crown.
This might be the situation where
We've-
the slugs will come when we're going out.
This is where I'm already halfway up to the pearl, reaching for it. He's like,
Jason.
what are you talking about?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what I'm gonna be doing like every day from here on out. is
You
a grapple
will
check.
have to swim to it.
Yeah, it's underwater.
Okay, then
Hogwarts
Then-
level underwater.
No, the spire is above water, but you have to swim to the spire.
No, that's what I'm meaning. This is Harry Hogwarts, where you gotta get across the lake.
Could I? When we
you see, I'm already swimming out there towards it.
Jace.
Be like, what are you guys talking about?
We're at the spire, though, yes?
You're in the cave. You have to swim to the actual spire.
Again?
Yes, the
No.
small spire that has the
we went
pearl.
through a pocket. We're now in the same room as it, but it's like in the middle of.
Of a lake.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I was understanding, because you guys were confusing me.
it's Hogwarts level of getting the boat and cross.
Right.
But we don't have a boat,
We don't need a boat.
so
Just swim.
we're just gonna swim.
Yeah. Well,
Is the water dark? Or sorry, let me pull it back. How much light is there? Is there no light?
Jace,
What, Corinne?
can I grapple Jace?
why?
Because he's trying to swim.
I'm going to go swimming. My turn.
He's like halfway there already.
Oh.
No,
Sorry?
I said he's not. He's not just jumping in.
Okay, if he is just jumping in, once again, dad mode involved.
He's not.
Okay, cool.
I won't let him.
Can I make a
And
perception check of the water?
yes.
This group is chaotic.
Yes,
Oh
it is.
yeah. The best kind of group.
And Corinne, sorry, I was looking at that earlier and I forgot to give it to you.
No worries. I was just gonna personally text you to remind.
8.
8.
An 8?
Yes, this water looks like water.
Yes.
Would you like some assistance there?
And also,
I'm-
someone said something about light. You can tell that there is like a magical lighting situation,
Okay.
kind of. So it's not pitch black.
Question:
Yes.
can I find a skipping stone?
Yes.
I'm gonna skip a stone.
You can skip me. Just
Roll a d20 to see if you can find a perfect skipping stone.
This is gonna be like the time I roll an actual 20, hilariously. No, it's not 20. That's plus my dex, though.
No, to find perception.
Oh, to find perception? Oh, that's better. That's a 15.
You found a pretty decent skipping stone.
Cool. I'm gonna see if I can get it 2 or 3 times.
I would like to try and skip the bunny rabbit.
You're not that big.
I can totally like discus throw him, like
You're
spin.
You're smaller than him.
That doesn't matter.
What one of us needs to do one time, someone needs to get this spell enlarge or reduce, make me small, tie my whip around me, and then hammer throw me at someone while I'm holding my ring here.
Oh no!
Done. I have enlarge reduce.
Chase, come back! Chase, come back!
He just messaged me.
He messaged the general chat.
Oh, he did?
Chase, no!
Oh. I just saw the notification, so I thought it was just to me personally.
I have enlarge reduce.
So
I can totally like just screw a spell slot and try and skip you across the lake.
Level screwing spell slots. That's a great idea. We're 5 level characters screwing spell slots.
Yeah, you know.
No.
I'm saying worst case scenario, we have options.
Oh my gosh. If anyone should be enlarged reduced, it's me.
So, wait, Corinne, did you skip the rock?
Yeah, I'm skipping the rock to see testing the waters.
Action.
So when
Hey, I'm the good guy. I'm initiating a combat here.
I'm making plans with the rabbit.
When you skip the rock, the rock skips twice, and then it hits the water a third time, but bounces backwards.
Excuse me, what?
My love.
What? I was not preparing to throw the rabbit.
There's a barrier around the pearl.
Huh?
I'm gonna find another stone and do it again.
You do, and the same thing happens.
That.
2
Try and
bounces
above the water. Like, actually hurl a rock trying to hit the spire.
You do realize that I'm all strength, right?
Just try and hit the spire. It's not a very small target. I think you'll be fine.
Oh, you want me to chuck it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'm not even gonna find a reasonable stone. I'm just gonna find a stone.
So you throw it up high this time?
I'm gonna baseball chuck it.
Okay. It just goes straight to the spire.
Oh,
interesting.
That's not good.
Swimming is now what kind of option?
Now aim lower a little bit.
The barrier could have an
I want to see how high off the water that little bounce back comes.
I understand. Okay, try again. 3rd time's a charm. 4th time's a charm.
Is this back to skipping, or are you just aiming towards the base?
I'm aiming a little bit lower than I just did. We're trying to figure out where the height.
So would you say the base of the spire, or
let's
spire?
Softball throw it instead of baseball throw it.
Okay. So this time the rock still goes, and it actually lands on the base of the spire.
Okay.
And just rolls into the water.
Mainly in the water. Which none of us took a flight spell.
Splash, splash, splash. As Sock into the water and starts swimming towards the barrier.
Immediate follow.
I would like you all to roll initiative.
I knew it!
No.
Well, that was cocked.
I had to start it because otherwise it's gonna take us all night.
Fair.
Knocked.
All right, Trevor. I got a
Where'd my dice go? Did you steal my dice back?
15.
A what?
15, 1-5.
15?
Give me my dice back and take your dice.
No, that one was mine.
It's mine. I literally have it set up in front of me. Stop
Michaela,
touching
what
my
did
dice.
you get?
22.
22.
No, it's mine.
Dalton?
17.
Oh, do we have advantage on this?
No,
Or is it advantage
No,
on our
it's-
first?
on your
The
first
first
attack.
First attack roll.
Got it. I was confused. 11.
You tied.
Roll
As
against
you
or
start
dex.
seeing the water spiraling into a whirlpool.
My dex is 0. If we're going by dex.
Yep.
We're going by dex.
Oh wait, no, you didn't tie, but you still failed. The DC is actually it's strength though.
It was I thought it was
These two,
initiative, not a con.
Well,
You did say initiative.
well, what would this be? It says at an initiative 20.
Oh, so it's
Is it like an
the
event?
layer action.
Yeah,
So-
it's like a layer action.
So
So
basically,
layer actions are on
when
number
you're
20.
so you put it in initiative order, and it's at initiative order 20.
Oh, okay, so this just happens to everyone.
Yes.
Yes.
just-
Okay,
Mhm.
then change that initiative roll and do a strength save. I read that wrong.
So Tasha and I are doing a strength save.
Yes,
Okay. Are we re-rolling or are we?
I will let
Or
you
rolling.
decide.
Hey, unnatural 20.
Okay, you're good.
Wait. That's plus 3, so that is 19.
You're good.
You're not.
Mm-mm.
I did not go in the water, so
I have wisdom and charisma as my stuff. I'm a person. I'm a people person.
I still want you to roll a strength save, Michaela.
no.
I was not in the
It's my
water.
21.
That helps me in some way.
No, I
No,
still want
she
you to
wasn't-
make a strength save.
We're almost in the
I
water
wasn't
either.
in the water either.
Oh.
21.
Okay, you're good.
Then my turn for the strength save.
Oh.
That is a 3.
So that whirlpool is getting real strong.
I wasn't in the water though.
It's pulling you in.
It's still pulling you in.
Yeah.
It's creating a vacuum, basically.
So it sucks.
That one's empty too, I
Yes.
believe.
What's in the bottom of this said whirlpool? Are there teeth?
Would you like to look closely?
Question.
As I'm like swimming rapidly away, yes. I'm like straight up Looney Tunes boat moment going on where all 4 of my limbs are spiraling, barely propelling me forward enough that I'm not getting sucked in. And I
So
just kind of like back over my shoulder.
you don't
Husband's like, come here, come here, come here, come here.
you don't necessarily see like teeth, but you see 2 blue eyes.
Hmm.
No. I'm going straight for the spire. Like this is
This is
I'm following
in front
you.
of the spire.
oh, then I'm going the opposite direction and I'm leaving.
Get behind me. Get behind me. Get behind me.
I'm leaving. Like, no. The second I'm fighting Charybdis, I'm out.
Okay.
Oh, I was trying to think of the name of the person.
I
Yeah.
was thinking silly.
Yeah, the second I'm fighting Charybdis, I'm no, I'm done.
How many of you guys really miss your water elemental friend?
We were talking about it earlier.
I do. I
Yeah.
really, really do.
Well, yeah, he might have been something that could have helped in this situation. Because as Sven is getting pulled in, you see a giant water snake looking thing emerge from the center of the whirlpool.
I'm not.
Okay.
The moment I see you get out of there, though, I'm like, okay, I'm going into. I'm going into attack mode.
And also, Corinne, I have not
Yes.
forgot. I will get you the crown stuff later, since we're in
Okay.
the middle of this.
Anything I need to know for right now? Just specific?
No.
Okay.
You can cast command at will.
I know.
Yeah.
It's the other one that I can't remember. Okay! Are we going into fighting people?
Yes. So, initiative, please.
Yay!
Now it's true.
Would you like a reroll for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
The initiative.
Badge. Oh, that's real sad.
I feel that.
Hey, Michaela, I think me and you are going to switch places.
Probably. What was your
Okay.
previous roll? Because
It
I
was
think I'm going to
mid-range.
be
It wasn't,
lower
like,
than
low.
you. I'm lower.
I have a
I rolled
19.
10.
A 19.
Ben, you're doing good.
Well, I have a +7 to my initiative.
You rolled what?
19.
I have 19. That's my
Hey,
total. That's my total.
22.
So you're first time to do me.
You did roll what I rolled.
Yeah, that's
Funny.
This is what you see.
Ooh, I like the boy. I'm
I
gonna
don't even
pet
need my
him.
wife to pull up the picture. I know exactly what it is.
I'm gonna pull it up anyway. Hi, buddy.
I knew it.
The water weird.
It has
I
its
hate
name on the
water
bottom right
weird.
there. You gotta admit they're cool though.
They have
Maybe
some of the
it's-
nastiest abilities.
Michaela.
There's a reason I never threw them at my parties because they just have really
Number?
stupid abilities.
10.
Okay, so
That's okay.
oh,
Probably best that you're going last, though, to be fair.
Do it, though.
okay, so we've got
What?
20 to 15.
It'd also be really good if
Husband.
That's me as well.
22, by the way, Trevor.
Okay, and Ash, what was you? What were you?
19.
Then Corinne, what are you?
Howdy.
A 3? Michaela, what are you?
I got a 10.
And Corinne. Okay. So the water weird sadly gets to go first
Okay.
with a natural 20.
Hmm.
For a total of, because you can't critical on initiative.
Just nothing. That was the initiative.
What's its dexterity?
+3.
So yeah, it will go first. For a total of 23.
Okay.
Again.
So Sven is the one that's being sucked in at the moment.
Bye, Sven.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye!
I hope it likes rabbit.
You and I are the ones that are closest, I believe, Sven.
I think so, yeah. If we were
Because
together, then yeah, we
I'm
were.
purposely going toward it. You're
Mhm.
getting dragged toward it.
Yeah.
My wife is running away from it. You're running away.
It is going to make a melee attack for you, Sven.
Okay.
Trying to smack you into the water even more. Oh, well. Its giant water tentacle just went right next to you. For a total
Was a
of
natural one.
9.
Yeah, that does not hit me.
Okay. Well. So that would be Dalton next.
How far away am I from all of this?
I'd say the spire is about 40 feet from the shore, so 40 feet. Or no, wait, you were still in the water, so I'd say you're like 30 feet away from it.
Okay.
And at this point, the rabbit now passes you.
As he's passing me, I have a thing. Give me a second.
Not a thing.
Because as he's passing me, I just look up and go, "Oh, I hope this works."
Okay.
Reading spell, reading
range.
spell.
Okay, yeah.
Reading spell.
Fen.
Mm-hmm.
You watch as the bard keeps eye contact with you as you fly past, and you hear a ditty in your mind. I once knew a man from Kentucket who had quite the big plucket. And though he couldn't rhyme, he kept quite good time as he walked with his thing in the bucket. And you double in size, and you are now a large creature as I cast enlarge on you.
I'm a big rabbit now.
Yeah, you don't need it. You're not the one getting eaten.
Now you can eat it.
Mom. All right, so now
And then I will use my movement to keep swimming away because I don't want to be here. I want to get to shore.
So then, Trevor, does that mean that can I touch the ground in the water?
Yeah. How tall would a large herringon be?
It is doubles in size.
10 feet?
Yeah, because my character's 5 foot exactly. So if I just double, then I'm 10 foot.
Okay, so 10 feet.
You'd be over 8.5, and you'd be anywhere between 10 to 12 feet. So.
So.
10 feet.
I would say like your ears would be sticking out of the water.
See that 2 satellite dish ears coming out of the water.
But with the sudden change of size and weight, it does dissipate the whirlpool.
Okay.
I will say that much.
Wunderbar.
And with that, we go to your turn, my fine hairy friend.
Okay. So now my head is still technically underwater, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm being pulled towards the spire.
No more. You're not being pulled anymore.
Okay. So then I'm going to move where I can get my... Is there a place I can move where I can get my head above water but be within striking distance of the water weird?
Yeah, I'd say 15 feet, and you would be able to be within range of the water weird. And the shore kind of goes up, so you would have your head above water.
There's your spell book.
I also was looking at.
All right, so I'm going to do that. And then if I'm on the shore, does that mean I get like my arms above the water as well? Or only my head?
Yeah, the floor's hard.
Right here, I would say it's like your shoulders up.
It's your hip?
Okay. So then, enlarge, reduce. Dalton, does that give me any bonuses to my attack?
Not to your attack, but you do have an advantage on your first attack.
Okay.
It will give a D4 to your damage.
It does stuff to damage, not attacks.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, a D4 to damage.
Okay, so then I will then attack with my rapier against the water weird. That is terrible, even with advantage, but we take what we can get. Does a 12 hit?
Nope.
Okay. I do have extra attack, and so then I will attack. Hell. So yeah, I miss everything. With advantage, I rolled 2 4s and a 5.
Oh, wow.
But as a bonus action, I'm going to apply one of my seals on it. And so now it is interdicted. And I will end my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Michaela.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
I have 2 beams of those now because I'm at 5th level.
Oh, wait, it's nice.
Does a 22 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Then the second beam does a 17 hit.
Yeah.
Yay.
Ready. Bathroom door open. Open. We want all that.
So the first one
Why is that so hard?
will be 14 points of damage, force damage.
14, oh no.
And the second one will be 9 points of damage.
Quick question, Ash, did you remember you had 5 temporary hit points?
I did, yes.
Before you... Okay. Yeah, all of us.
Bless you, Trevor.
Okay.
Did you get the damage?
Yeah, I did. 14
I'm
and then
really
9.
hoping not.
Yes.
Or else I'm gonna have to swim back out there.
Okay.
That ends my turn.
So that brings us to Grimlock.
Grimlock.
Grimvale.
Grimvale. I heard someone say Grimlock earlier.
That was me.
Close. Not quite. Yeah. I get in melee.
Getting in melee means you're underwater. Because it... Hello? Hello? Michaela?
Down there. Monster of a hair.
Sitting. Trevor, did you hear me?
No, everyone froze, and now I have no one's video.
Ash is really blurry.
Same.
Unmuted.
So Michaela is just her profile icon for Discord.
I
And
haven't put my video back on yet.
But Ash and Dalton, yours just say failed to start camera.
Uh-oh.
You see me now, Trevor.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, my camera's still not working.
I can see.
Okay. Trevor, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Well, how's an 8?
You are officially dueled to me. You cannot do disadvantage.
You're at disadvantage when attacking anyone but my wife.
Ochi dochi.
And then I get a hit twice.
Okay.
And then I get hit twice.
Just as long as she wasn't actually trying
Okay.
to kill you, you should be back.
Are you doing this? Are you doing these attacks underwater?
I'm swimming, so yes.
Okay.
So are they at disadvantage, which equals it out?
Yes, because I would say yes, because the water weird is invisible in water, so you would have to like really focus on where the head is to kind of connect to where the body is.
One doesn't hit.
I know what my next spell's gonna be as I swim back out there.
So one is an 18, the other one is an 8.
The 18 hits.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna drop a smite into it. Because that's usually what I do with my first.
Smart!
2d8, right?
Yeah.
2d6 and 2d8. That's my normal.
Three, 6, 7, 8 is 15.
Okay, that is. That's a 19.
19 points of damage.
Okay.
So that is 7 points of radiant and 4 points of the sword itself, if it has any weird.
So 19, you said?
Yeah, 19.
Okay.
Fine, sleeping.
Then is that all?
Yeah, because the other one doesn't hit.
Okay.
And I use my bonus to dole it.
Okay. Then he's gonna come right for you, Corinne.
Good.
Does a 13 hit?
No.
Its water tentacles just come smashing right down next to you.
I like the water.
Okay, that's its turn.
Oh, it doesn't have it? Yay!
Okay, I go swim. As I'm almost to land, I realize I have more things I have to do and swim back the direction I came. Actually, no, I don't have. Well, yeah, I do, just because I have to be closer to them. I have to be within 30 feet. So I go back to that point where I'm within 30 feet of them, and then I drop a fairy fire on top of where I last saw everything. So, but I make sure to get it kind of down inside the water, just in case it's dived at all.
I drop it 10 feet.
Yeah. So it's 10 feet above, 10 feet below, and then it's going to hit you, Ash, and the monster.
You can't swim farther.
Well, and I can't even risk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to hit it so that you guys
Is
aren't
that a
at
whiz?
disadvantage. It's a dex saving throw.
Oh, I'm screwed.
I'll be fine.
Whoop, that just jumped right out.
You say that now, you might
Next
want to
save,
knock
Trevor.
on wood.
I know, the dice jumped out of my tray is what I was saying.
kind of sound.
17. Dawn.
Yes.
It's a dex saving throw against your spell DC,
Yes.
correct?
My spell DC is pretty high.
Is 18?
18, you're fine. You're good.
Okay.
No fairy fire on you. You're fine as well. No fairy fire on you.
There's fairy fire on it. It got a 6.
Yay, fairy fire! Doing my job.
Brom's the only one that's safe.
Wunderbar.
Yeah, Brom's the only one that doesn't have to roll besides me, because I'm making sure to cast it 30 feet away.
Well, it did the
I'm
intended.
still unsure, so
Yeah, so now we can all see it, because it's, like, lit up by this... Like, it pretty much just looks like it has, like, silver and purple sparkles all over it that are, like, reflecting all the light.
I sneeze it off.
Pretty much.
I go, oh, Sasha, dang it. That is how I get rid of the fairy fire. Cool. Sasha, anything else?
No, but I have to... Give me a second. No, that's for a different spell. It's all good. No, I'll just be like, we need to be able to see you, you bloody git. Get back into the light, you weirdo. And that's my turn, because I don't have much else, because Vicious Mockery is not a bonus action.
Okay. Then it is...
And no one's taken any damage, right? As of yet?
Not
Because
yet.
the water weird has not been landing any of its hits.
Good.
Poor Trevor.
I've been there.
I need to take Lightning Bolt on my next level.
Yeah.
Lightning bolt's good.
Well, the reason I need to take it is because there's a limerick that goes with it so well.
Oh, nice. Of course there is.
Whose turn is it?
It's Sven.
Yeah, Sven.
Okay. So as I'm still big boy, I can see this guy. Right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make 2 attacks, one right after the other. Can I shift to a more advantageous position where my arms maybe are a little bit more out of the water?
Sven, I do apologize. You are no longer big.
Okay. So I immediately I plunge back into the depths.
I was wondering about that.
10 feet.
Yeah, I had to
5
double
feet
check.
again.
But I'd much rather have Fairy Fire than Enlarge Reduce right now.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm going to swim, I guess, back to shore.
Okay.
Can I attack it from shore? Or no?
If you have a long range, yeah.
How far away is it exactly? Is it like 10 feet away?
No, I said that shore was about 40 feet, so...
Okay.
She is about 10 feet from shore right now, so she can cast the fairy fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, even in the water... Just trying to think. Because in the water, you'd have disadvantage on attacks. With fairy fire, it would normalize it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
That's why
Okay.
Sasha did what she did.
Okay. So I'll stay in the water, I guess. I can see the sparkles.
Well, so actually, can I speak up? In the water, you do not have disadvantage on melee attacks. You have disadvantage on ranged attack.
Oh.
It was
You had disadvantage before because it was technically invisible.
Gotcha.
Now it's visible, and it doesn't gain that benefit of being invisible, so you're actually still at advantage.
Okay. Well, then, we will go for attack number 1. Much better. Perfect. So attack number 1 is going to be hitting 25.
That hits.
Okay. 25. And then that's going to be doing 5 damage for the first attack. Attack number 2 is going to be AC 18.
That hits.
Doing for another 7 damage.
You did
Then-
say 18, right?
I dealt
No,
It
on
was
the
7.
roll.
17 for
It
your
was
attack roll.
18 for the attack roll.
Okay, that's what I thought I heard.
Because I know these guys have a chalky AC. And then as the let me just double check. Okay, I'm gonna burn my seal. So then the seal on it is going to deal. It's going to deal 7 necrotic damage.
Yeah.
On top of that. And who is anyone with Sasha? Are you within 30 feet of me?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Because you back up.
So how temporary hit points work is that if you gain more, if it's you would gain at one point, you just switch to the higher number. It doesn't add on to itself, right?
Yeah, so I was trying to get close enough to you that I could cast Heroism, but I do not want to get that close to this thing. So instead, I cast Fairy Fire, and now I'm in range of both of you to be able to start throwing you Inspiration, but so I am not getting any closer.
Okay, Corinne, then if you're closest to me, I'm going to give you 7 temporary hit points.
Okay.
And then that will be my turn.
Okay. So then we're to Mahala.
It's a reaction.
Perfect. Eldritch Blast again.
Eldritch Blast!
Hey, this time you're at normal. I mean,
I'm
no,
not
you're
in the water.
You're not in the water.
I'm at exactly. So I'm still
And
at
it's a
advantage.
spell, not a ranged attack.
As Braum attacks, can I use my reaction as well?
What do you want to do?
It's when you get hit.
You can't just.
Nope, it's when you get hit. Sorry.
Never mind then.
Okay.
Well, both of those attacks are going to be over 20 to hit. I think that hits.
You think right!
The first one deals 11 points of force damage.
You see a giant splash.
Wait, is it dead?
Yeah.
Yay!
Yes.
I still send off the other beam to kind of make the rest of it implode on itself, though.
Okay.
Just for flair.
You just implode the imploding water weird.
Yep.
Nice.
I'm like, I can swim up to it! And it's gone.
The water weird is gone. Does anyone want to attempt to grab the black pearl?
I attempt.
Okay.
I'll look around and see if there's anything else guarding it.
That's a good idea.
Roll a perception.
Sven, don't grab it. I just barely learned a new cantrip so that I can grab it.
Okay.
I will cast Mage Hand.
That's a good idea.
Alternatively, I could also.
That's 17.
No, don't. Don't.
Okay, I'll get up close to it and see if there's something else that
A
happens
17.
around.
There's
17.
nothing.
Okay. That
There's
I'm
nothing.
okay with.
Perimeter looks clear.
Okay. So I'm up right by the pearl. Trevor, does that make me go insane? Do I start seeing
Your eyes
everyone else
implode.
have rabbit ears? My eyes implode? Okay, so I'm blinded.
No,
Wonderful.
nothing happens when you're
Okay.
right next to it.
Wonderful. Okay. All right. So then I'm gonna turn back to Sasha, be like, should I grab? I grab. I think I grab. Brom, do you think I should grab?
No.
No grab.
If you
On this-
remember what happened last time, stuff happened after we grabbed the crown, remember?
That, and then afterwards,
to a conversation.
On this episode of Grab or No Grab.
The rabbit was told, don't grab.
But alternatively, he also can grab. Coin flip will decide. I dropped the coin.
Well,
Does it? I like shot up his Fen. Is it trapped?
Can I make a perception check to see an investigation?
yes.
Wunderbar. That is going to be my fantastic friend. Going to be 15 for lead traps. He's got. Yes. The 5th of teen.
Not the 5th of teen.
5th is teenus.
Hold, please hold.
I'm holding on.
You enjoy me.
So it's not trapped?
No, I said please hold.
Oh.
It's a big thing for me that sort of big with the texture of the together. Was missing all those issues, and I just got a couple of those issues again.
This book is so confusing.
I just wish there was something. It's just ridiculous. Only like.
We're doing this now?
This is what's
Yeah,
Oh, right there.
Oh. Oh, Howie Bunny. Howie Bunny hurts.
Okay, you pick up or you don't necessarily sense any traps with the spire. So do you pick it up? Or is the mage hand picking it up?
The mage hand will pick it up once Sven lets me know that it's not trapped so that I can give him time to get off. Just in case it is trapped, pick it up and float it over to me.
I can yeet out of there as a reaction. Or as a bonus action.
I don't know if you'll have time to use a bonus action.
I'll ready it. I'll ready myself to yeet.
Okay. So the mage hand will pick it up and start floating it towards me.
Nothing happens.
I could have grabbed it, you fly bard.
Now I can identify it and figure out who needs it.
Can I use a perception check to see if anything is coming up behind us from the way we came in.
Actually, all of you roll a
nat
perception
20.
check. Oh, natural 20.
Oh,
Yes.
You notice that the cave entrance has collapsed.
Of course it has.
it's all right. We have a phrase to get us out of here. Yeah.
It wasn't bubblegum.
Yeah, pretty much. We're gonna straight up Dumbledore out of here.
I'm gonna say that in Primordial, just to flex on the wizard.
First, I do want you to roll a history check to see if you remember the word.
Yeah, okay. I have it written down, but I'll do the history
But does
check.
Sven have it written down?
I rolled a 19 plus, so I'll be like, does everyone remember the word?
I rolled a
If I remember correctly, only one of us
19.
needs to remember the words.
A 19? I really wanted someone to forget it.
Well, Sasha would make sure everyone knows the word before anyone speaks the word.
Hey guys, it's and I'm speaking in
You
Primordial.
speak the wrong word, you get teleported to some random hobo.
Bilbo
It's my uncle. It's my uncle.
That's not it.
Okay, so who's gonna say the word?
Yeah, we'll let the small.
I'm gonna shout in Primordial as I do the Dumbledore clap. Just Dominion. Was that the right word?
Nothing happened.
Dominion.
What is the word, Trevor? As I rolled a 20 something total.
It is Dominion.
It is Dominion.
Yes.
I have stayed in common. Dang it, man.
I'll grab on, I'll make sure part of me is touching everyone and say Dominion and see if anything happens.
Still nothing happens.
Oh,
I would
no.
have to take a guess that there's some sort of
Something-
magical effect going on here. Either that or the wizard forgot to tell us a new word and it is not, in fact, the same word.
Yeah, that would be just like him, wouldn't it? Well, if you all want to start looking for a way out of here, I'm going to plop down on the beach and grab the pearl and start identifying the pearl for the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
My intelligence sucks, but I can definitely bodyguard everybody.
Just try and find a way out as I continue to identify.
I'm gonna investigate for a way out.
Okay.
That's going to be a 180. What's the other number? Give me a second. It's gonna be a 183. 13. My lucky number.
You don't see anything sticking out.
But I shouldn't go gambling, but okay.
Or wait, what did you roll?
I rolled a 9. But I
9.
have
Okay.
a plus. But I have a +4 to
I did not find
investigation.
it.
Okay, for some reason I was thinking that you were saying you rolled a 1 and then you were looking at the other number, so I was like, wait, why did you roll a percentile?
Sorry, I was saying a 183, so 13 in total.
I understand. No, then if that's the case, you do find, like, you find, like, there's this, I guess the best way to put it would be, like, some form of hieroglyphic, but
Okay.
what it's basically saying, like, what you can discern is, like, the cave is soundproof.
Oh. I'm gonna let everybody, not trying to disturb Sasha in her ritual casting, but I'm gonna let everyone know it's like, so yeah, no one's gonna hear us scream. We can yell all we want. It's not. Nothing's gonna happen.
I will also look for a way out then.
The water. I'm gonna look in the water because the spell still for breathing still counts, right?
Yeah, it hasn't been an hour yet.
So I'm gonna go
Natural
down
20
below.
for investigation.
We have an investigation.
Who's investigating?
Yeah. What did you roll, Michaela?
Natural 20.
Oh, I rolled a natural 22.
Mine's dirty though.
Oh, yours is dirty. I rolled a natural.
Okay, and you were both rolling. This was to see if you could.
I'm looking for an exit specifically with the water related.
So, the only clear exit that you can see would be the way that you came through. But you can also tell that there is a weak spot in the back of the cave wall.
Ooh.
Like behind the spire from the Black Pearl.
Can I take a mace to it?
Yeah, you can swim over there and try and take a mace to it.
Taking a mace to it.
Taking a mace downtown. Swimming fast. Stasis pace. And I'm homebound. You're just in the middle of your ritual and you go.
It's part of the ritual.
Okay. Just want to be sure.
Did you get my message?
My phone is dead. Give me a second.
Just send it in the general chat.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, hint.
You know I'm stingy.
Here, just for you, Ash.
What do you mean? Hold up.
Don't send it to him.
That's mine.
No, it's not.
Thank you. I expected nothing. I expected nothing less. I'm gonna cast Bane on Dalton just to make it harder for him.
Send it to my wife's Discord, Trevor.
Yeah, you can personally just text.
Oh, I was sending it to the one who was who was identifying it.
Yeah, well, unless you send it over Messenger, I'm not gonna get it.
Oh, okay. I'll send it over.
So you can send it to my Messenger, or you can send it to my wife's Discord.
I was just doing Discord because that was what's up, but I'll send it to you.
Yeah, you're good. Okay.
Gotta get these squashes roasting in the oven. I decided to do squash pretzel as a shout out to German heritage. This is a dish that I've made for my grandmother on the other side. It's from Germany. It's very fall, the flavors, but it just feels right. I love fall.
So, Corinne, have you decided to smack the wall a few times?
I'm smacking the wall.
Okay. I want you to roll at least 1d20.
I'll roll a couple times.
It's scary to think that that information and challenge. What the stories?
One smack is 23.
That'll hit.
The other smack is 17.
That'll also hit.
The next one is a 16.
That still hits.
The next one is a 10.
That'll miss.
The next one, oh geez, is a 25.
That'll miss. Just kidding, it'll hit.
The next one is an 11.
That just barely hits.
The next one won't hit. It's a 3. The next one is a 21, and then another 16.
Okay, those both hit, and the wall starts crumbling
Now it's just Tristan and I.
Michaela, I need some quick things from you real fast.
Okay.
I need your wisdom and your charisma modifiers.
Oh, charisma's higher.
Right, I just need both for the sake of...
Do you want me to send it to you directly or just say
You
it?
can say it out loud.
Wisdom is 3, charisma is 5.
Okay. So we're in the same boat there.
Hey yo, I got an exit for us.
I'm gonna go to Grim. Grim Vale?
Yep.
Yeah.
Grimlock's the transformer.
And Grim were the twins. Fun. We don't talk about them. I guess they were brothers, not technically twins.
What are the Grim?
So as that's kind of going on, Sasha will walk up to Brahm and look at Brahm in the face. She looks Brahm in the face and goes, I have a question
Face
for
just
you.
looks kind of dead.
I have a question for you, and I need you to answer truthfully.
Alright.
How often are you going to be a target in combat?
A little bit of sharpness. So if I need something kind of creamy, a little nutty, fill them up with a Pisento cream.
Probably not very often. Grimvale and Sven would be the most targeted, with them being up in everyone's faces.
Right. Are you going to be within 30 feet to 60 feet of the fight at all times? Within them getting to you range and possibly bumping you into oblivion?
Possibly. I am... Out of everyone, Sven and myself are the two that can do mid to close range the best.
Because I know I don't really have anything when it comes to weapon-wise in that area, but that's the area I like to sit, because at that range is where all of my spells have the most effect.
Right.
To give you an idea, just recently I took mass healing word. So, keeping everyone within 30 feet of me at all times, that means both the front line and you and our archer, as well as, I have most of my spells are 30 feet distance, meaning most things can get into melee with me. The reason I ask this is because this item here, and I hold up the pearl,
Yes.
is useful in that range.
And then it blows up.
Oh, hey! But to give you a reason why I am coming to you and not any of the others is because Fen can't use this. He's not a spellcaster.
I could have been, but I'm not.
You have to be a spellcaster to attune to this item. And I'm not talking half-caster or quarter-caster. You have to be a full-blown spellcaster. Which means you or me.
I thought warlocks were technically half-casters.
No, they're full casters because they can cast 9th level spells.
That's through other
right,
means.
you can still cast. You're still a full caster.
Okay.
The difference between a warlock and like some of the other full casters is the fact that
you have a sugar daddy.
Yours are like you're limited to what you can cast, whereas a wizard can be like, oh, I have these 6 different spells that I can cast at 9th level.
Yeah.
Where you're like, I have this one.
I get
this
one. Full warlock, I only get one. Yeah.
Yeah. But the reason Sasha is saying this is because of one of the features. Sasha is thinking about taking this item for herself or giving it to you. She hasn't decided yet. While you are in possession of this, you can store up to 3 spell levels per long rest in this item. Kind of like an Ayum stone.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that be 1/3 level or 3 first level spells.
Moisture and that farce with the chicken thigh was.
Yes, I do.
That would be spicy as on a warlock.
You can cast stored. The reason I'd want it is because you can cast stored spells without components or expending your own slot. The without components is the big thing for me.
So
Is because I'm going to eventually have some 3rd level spells that require gold cost items, and if I store those spells in this, then I don't have to worry.
Do you say this to Brom?
I do. I would tell her all of this information, that I eventually will be able to cast spells that require gold cost, but with this I wouldn't have to worry about that.
Right. In which case, I will respond. In that case, it would be best if you had the pearl, seeing as how I am limited to casting at full strength all the time. I would only be able to store 1 spell in it.
That is not how this item works.
Existence in the springtime.
This item allows you to store any spell. It does not matter what you can cast it at. It is what the spell technical basis is on. So if you have 3 first level spells that you want to put in here, you can put them in here.
Which is adding to the time that I don't necessarily have.
It could be useful, but seeing as how the spells that you would be able to take later on, that would cost a decent amount of money value, I would suggest you take it.
Are you sure? I am offering this item to you.
I am sure. I can deal without it.
Very well. Before you do make that decision, though, she would also tell you about one of the other features, which is why she was asking where you're going to be in a fight, which is the Tidecaller's Rebuke. It's a 60-foot ranged, really powerful, water-based / necrotic-based rebuke. It's a tiefling's ability where if you get hit, you can hit them with this. They then have to make a dex save. If they fail it, they take 48 necrotic damage. Now, if you're planning on getting hit in a fight, she would rather you have this item. I do not want to get hit in a fight, but I am going to be in a place where I am a very available target.
I mean, I would be in pretty much the same range as you. However, even though you are not per se doing damage spells or utility spells, if the monsters and enemies we face are intelligent enough, they might want to go after you more to stop you from utilizing your spells against them.
Very well. Then I will keep hold of this, and I will attune to it.
To the consonant. It had a funk to it.
Thank you, Brom. I do try and think of everyone when we get these items, because they are powerful. And I don't trust the wizard, and I'm hoping that when we do get to that point of possibly having to fight him, that these come in handy.
Oh, they most definitely would. However, seeing as how the wizard was the one to hide all of these, do you keep in mind that he more than likely knows what each of these do?
I understand that. I also believe that my personal belief here is that he has no intention of helping others with these items because he locked them away in the first place.
I can see that.
Why would he want them to come out of hiding if that were the case? If these are such dangerous items of such nefarious intent? I don't understand it myself, so... And I found that there is some solace I can provide in you, though I do not trust you fully in the extent of which might be.
None taken. No offense taken. I can definitely see that. Seeing as how I don't fully trust anyone either.
And that we are in like mind. But I believe our friends have opened up a hole. Let's get out of here.
I would agree with that. However, before we leave, seeing as how no one can hear us in here, I do believe now would be the perfect time to talk about that message that I gave you the other day.
Ah, yes. That one.
Do you remember it?
No, but I know you gave me one. I don't remember exactly what you said in it.
I basically said that the wizard has been watching over us for far longer than we think he has.
Yes. Yes, I understand.
Even before we met as a group.
Yeah, I remember that. Is that he had a lot of, like, it's part of the reason I don't trust him in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
Yes, I do remember you saying that he had been watching us for quite some time.
All these beef squash, and I was really inspired by it. So in this agriculture check, I have the honey nut curry squash.
If he's been watching us for that long, how far back does his recollection of our whereabouts go?
And what does he have planned for us?
If he thinks us weak-minded, then he's very wrong. Some of us have dealt with much worse than probably whatever his nefarious schemes have cooked up.
What did you think of Taylor's song? My first bite. Holy cow.
But if he is truly intended on aiding this world, then why would he choose us? Knowing our
backgrounds.
Right. Especially myself and you, who seem to be the most... She kind of looks around, makes sure nobody else is listening.
My ears turned like satellites, and you know. I'm joking. I'm not paying attention.
Ill-mannered.
Yes.
I can tell that your intentions are more selfish in design.
Yes, you could say that.
As you can possibly tell, mine are as well.
Yes.
It could have been a smaller pitch. Maybe it is monotonous, but it tastes really good.
For the time being, I believe we should keep an eye on each other and our party members.
Agreed.
I do not trust, and I kind of look over to where the ranger is. I do not entirely trust that.
So there was no.
Considering what has happened and how she got to the same place as us despite us leaving her, I agree.
I believe that they might be an eye on us from the wizard.
That is a possibility.
At this point, I'm swimming over to you.
How did everyone see them?
Yeah, we hear the splashing. I think now I will keep this item then, and we will keep an eye out on everyone. We will speak with one another. Well, I will teach you a type of speaking that is not verbal. Pretty much she's going to teach you thieves' cant.
Yep. Yeah, I figured.
So that we can speak in private while in the presence of others.
Want to know what's funny?
What?
I was honestly pretty much throughout this week thinking that might be a possibility.
Yeah. If we're being watched that closely, I think it's a good idea. But anywho.
Yeah.
Darling, your armor's going to rust.
It's magical.
All right. Come on, Brom. And you tiefling person.
Zara?
That one. And I start swimming to the other side where the hole is.
Okay.
I just do what I did the last time. I just walk down and then walk back up.
It'll be easier to actually swim, because
I don't care.
you want to climb a wall underwater.
I don't care. I'll do it.
Without water breathing, because you can't breathe water anymore?
Yeah, you can't breathe water anymore.
Has it been an hour?
No, we
I
had
got
to
rid of
remove
it.
yours because you couldn't breathe air.
Yeah. Fine, I guess I'll swim.
Because it was considered a curse, so I took it off you.
I'm fine.
Is Grandma right?
Yes, Brom's fine. We were just having a chat over this, and I hold up the pearl. Yes. I asked Brom if he wanted it, but we had a discussion over it, and he said that I should take it. So I will.
So the parent first.
Sure, let's go with that. And we will swim over and pop up next to Sven.
Alright. You getting out of here?
Of course. Sven, I do apologize, but this item is not something that you will want to use. Actually, be able to use.
Well, I figured.
It's a caster's item. I do apologize.
Don't worry about it.
And this is
As
when
I
you're like,
shift your blood
I
type
can
from A
cast a
negative to
fishing
AB
pole
positive.
just as well.
No, I can't do that yet, but there'll come a day when I can do that.
Okay, well, now that you are out of the soundproof cave, does someone say the word?
Dominion.
Dominion!
Grab hold of the can't swim kid.
You just grab onto my ears.
I'll just watch as we all just kind of vanish.
We're all
As I
beamed up
whisper-
like in Star Trek.
As I'm pretty sure me and Brom just whisper under our breath Dominion so that he'll take us as well.
Well, if you remember, only one person has to say Dominion. It's like a radius around the person. So as long as you're all grouped together, you all will go.
Okay. Well, then I'll just let him do his thing. Dominion!
He's not treading water at all, so I grab a hold of him.
We all
I split an atom with my hands, and everything goes white as we appear back in the library. No, I'm joking.
And
anyway,
you make it back to the library, and it's like really late.
There's not enough water here.
Was it
I want to go back.
late when we left?
Trevor, one more thing.
Island?
Yes.
I would have hidden the gem
The pearl?
somewhere where it was not readily visible on me.
Okay.
Just to see how the wizard reacts when we get there, because he could not see or hear us from inside the dome.
Okay. So, and yes, Michaela, it was like late when you got out of the cave.
Okay. Just checking.
But like now there's really no one in the library at all. Like everyone has gone to bed.
Especially in the company, and I'm still not getting a sense
All right.
of the chat. Like this is a diff that
So-
anyone can make. I know you have a point of view,
And, like,
but it's not.
The wizard isn't even here.
Right.
You guys are just in an open library that's closed.
The library is part of the place that we were staying.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just needed to clear.
You basically have to go down the hall to get to your rooms, but it is all connected.
Alright.
Is there anything you guys would like to do in said library?
I'm gonna go over. I remember where the wizard or where the librarian told me I could find the books on diseases
Okay.
and curses and everything. I'm gonna search through. I'm gonna pick a book that I think has what I'm looking for.
Okay. You can go look through those books.
Okay.
Do any of you three have anything of desires to do?
Oh man.
Yes.
What is the desire?
I would like to
Not give your husband a hard time.
go to my room, the room that me and my husband share. I would like to open up my bag, reach inside and pull out what looks just kind of be like clothing and start putting it away, where inside I have hidden the pearl, and I would like to try and slip that pearl up into my sleeve while keeping it entirely hidden, so that even if the wizard is watching through whatever, he may not see it. I would like to roll a sleight of hand check for it.
Okay.
That is a 13 plus 9.
Okay.
You hit it. There's nothing else to say, like, you hit it.
Yeah, I just slip it up my sleeve, and I make sure to like roll it up so that it sits kind of underneath my arm, and I will stay pretty much completely clothed on the upper half, then hop in bed and just start attuning as I pretend to fall asleep for the next hour as I attune to this item, and then eventually actually fall asleep.
Okay. So when I said was there anything you wanted to do in the library? There was nothing.
Yeah, no, not in the library.
Okay.
But our rooms are technically in the library, so
I know. I was specifically asking about in the library itself.
Oh yeah, no.
Corinne, Michaela, any desires for themselves?
Library wise?
The library.
No, neither am I.
No.
So
I think Sven's the most reader out of all of us, to be honest.
I'm searching.
Okay.
Your intelligence?
My intelligence?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like to know? 12.
Well, so weird that you're like the bookie one out of all of us, and I think you have one of the lowest intelligences out of the group.
Other than Jace, maybe, but yeah.
No, Jace's intelligence was actually decent.
Because I'm sitting at a 16.
I'm sitting at 16.
Oh, you're
okay.
I'm at a 15.
mine is average. 13.
13?
Okay.
Yeah, because I rolled pretty good on my stuff. My lowest stats are in my
I'm
strength
14.
and constitution, and those are both 14s, so...
I'm a 14 on mine.
My intelligence is my lowest stat, so.
Yeah.
I think Jace had a
Yeah,
13.
I don't really book people, Trevor.
I know, and I decided that you guys were going to be basing in a library.
Yeah. Like,
sadly, there's no barbarians.
Sasha is not a book person, but she's intelligent, if that makes sense. Like,
Well, that comes from searching around because of your bardic.
yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm not even a college of lore. I'm a college of eloquence.
I mean, still though. You're still a bard.
Yeah.
It's fun. I thought it was better.
Okay, so I presume after Ash goes looking through the books, you all go to bed?
Yeah.
Trevor, do I potentially find a clue or a direction that I could go towards to To finding an answer.
Design goals.
Yep.
No, not really, not yet.
Okay.
But
Bodhi?
you don't level up.
Oh,
Way to throw us under the bus like that.
why not?
Because
We
I said
got
so.
our secondary artifact.
We fought one monster though.
But he said
That's true.
I knew it. We should have killed that shopkeep. He would have given us enough to level.
Yeah.
If you killed the shopkeep, you would have actually minused a level.
Sure.
It's part of his enchanted backpack.
It's explosive. Suicide bomber.
that would be my
Anywho.
But that is where I'm going to end it tonight.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.